Hi everybody, I'm Trin Johnson and welcome to Dust in My Eye. Today I am going to open a new box of the Gansai Tambi Art Deco set. I've been wanting this set for a while and it's been out of stock and I finally managed to get my hands on a package of it. and I'm going to do some swatching and some painting with them today. So I've heard that they're kind of like a combination of watercolor and gouache. So I thought I would test them on white paper, watercolor paper, and black watercolor paper and see if one is a better substrate and what the differences are, and then I'm going to do a quick little sketch with them, little painting, and see how I like them. So you can see I have not opened them yet. I'm going to just give them an open. They came a little banged up, not too bad, through Amazon. But I can tell the box is a little crunched there, which is a shame because normally I wouldn't care, but this is the kind of box I think you just keep them in. So we will see if that's an issue. There's, see if everything's in good shape. There's a little piece of crud there too that makes me wonder if something got really damaged. Yeah, you can see the box got damaged right there. Is that? Do we have it? But hopefully not too bad. And who knows? Maybe I will take them out of this box. Lord knows it won't stay pristine. That's just not how my life is. So yeah, it's just a little crunched there. But not a big deal. So I'm going to scoot that over, and it gives you this little area to do your own little color chart inside the lid of the box. I might do that. It's very pretty. It's a shame that it's kind of dented. It was not, I don't think it left the building that way. Let's just say that they, you know, they're trying to do everything as minimal shipping container as possible, and sometimes things suffer in that because I think it was in one of those bags, and I just don't think that was the best choice, but that's how it got banged up. So I'm going to take my glue, and I've cut a couple strips of Stonehenge Aqua Cold Press black watercolor paper, and I am going to glue them on. Let me do that. Don't need it. Oops, really wonderful, but I'm going to put that one there. And I'm going to put this one here. And then I have 24 colors, so I am going to do 12 down here and 12 down here. And we'll just do a little bit of swatching and see what they look like. Let me find an appropriate brush. This one will work nicely. I hope everybody's holidays went well and you're all happy and healthy. We're happy. Have been a little unhealthy over the course of the holidays, but getting through it. This is really, really pretty. Kind of chartreusey color. Saffron yellow, it says. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 has to be there, 6 have to be here. We're just gonna do this. Now, I know that part of what will affect how it does on black is the water content. So I'm going to try to not be too heavy on the water and see what it does. There have been lots of swatching videos on these, so I don't want to take a whole lot of time doing it. But I would like to see how it works before I decide if I'm going to do my little painting on black, or if I'm going to do it on white, or if I'm going to do one on black and one on white. Depends. There's also an argument to be made for not messing with it when you get it on the black. And it might vary from color to color as to whether a certain color does better on white or black. Those were green gold, flax beige, ecru beige, and now I'm on pale pink. I like the way that one looks on the black. Oops, wrong color. Make sure I have enough room. Six more over here. That one is mauve taupe. Shoot, no, coral pink. I'm down a row. That one's coral pink. And then potter's pink, which looks just like potter's pink. Potter's pink is generally very granulating, but I don't know if these paints do that at all, because it seems like, since they're kind of a mix between gouache and watercolor, they probably don't. This one is vermilion. Nice orangey red. Now, what I would have expected this one to really pop on the black. I don't think I have a whole lot of water. Alizarin Crimson. A very muted alizarin crimson. Now we have mauve taupe. Very pretty. Very pretty colors. And old mauve. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, we're good. We're in good shape. I thought we had to get 2 more on here. We have 1. And this one is grayish blue. Most of those did all right on the black. They're certainly very vibrant on the white. Okay, next row we have Cobalt Turquoise Light. And Pale Aqua. Cobalt Green. Billiard Green. Does have that pool table kind of look to it. Shadow Green. That's a pretty color. Pea Green. There's a lot of greens in this set. I'm kind of okay with it. I really love green. Like, green is my favorite color in general. These are all pretty greens. I'm not real fond of garish greens, and I don't mean lime green. I like lime green fine. It's the unnatural looking green. I'm not real fond of hooker's green. Ivy green, this is the next one. Need a little more liquid. Bright green, that's another one that is not my fave. I know people are down on sap green, but I like sap green. I don't usually use it straight. I usually mix it. But I like sap green as a base for things. This is green gray. That one does not show up very well on black at all. Now beige gray. Kind of a warm tone as opposed to the one up here looks more like a yellow ochre. This one looks more like buff, Titan buff, titanium buff, buff titanium. I never remember which way is right. I think it's buff titanium in watercolor. This one is, let's see. yellow brown. I can think of another name for it, but we've had our grandson here for the last 10 days or so, and my mind goes to a different place with that color name. This one is Mars Yellow. Interesting. And then last but not least, Venetian Red, which is very much a burnt sienna kind of color. Now, as expected, the darker colors seem to not be as vibrant on the black as the lighter colors, whereas they all do very nicely on the white paper. So I think you could have fun with these on black paper. I think you might want to have some white gouache on the side and lean them more heavily to the gouache aspect they have. But I think for today's purposes, I'm going to stick to the white paper and just do a little loose floral kind of thing with maybe some pen work and see where we get. Let's pick our favorites. Let's pick my favorites. Let's put it that way. As much as I value your opinion, I have to go with what I want to go with right now. Kind of liking that one. That was coral pink, I think. Keep my wet towel off my wooden table, which is this guy right here. So let's just... Now I want kind of the opposite of what I had. I want some very juicy kind of mixes. I'm just gonna put some flowers down. It's kind of my go-to loose, testy thing. There's always a vase of flowers. Now what I would like to do, I should say, an urge to do, is come back in and see if I can use the lightest color, which I believe is this ecru beige, like a white gouache, and just see if I can do a little highlights. And I'm just going to use it as a universal light. Mostly for these really dark ones down here, I wanted to just see a little more separation from the background, and it could be the way the light is shining on it. But it kind of works as a white. That's too funky. All right. Well, that was kind of fun. I've been waiting to use these till I could open them up for you on camera and get my first thoughts on them. They do seem to be kind of a combination of watercolor and gouache, although I was expecting, I think, maybe a little more gouachiness out of them, a little more, not as see-through, not as transparent. But when you paint them on white, they're pretty solid. There isn't a lot of transparency going on there. I guess I thought they would perform better on the black than they did. And maybe if you added a little white gouache, you would have a head start on creating something on black paper with watercolor, because it seems like that's how it works on black watercolor paper to really make things pop, is you have to have a little bit of white in your mix. And that would be kind of fun to do with this palette. That's the kind of neat thing about this set, is it's got such a pretty palette of colors, and I think that is what is attracted so many people to want to get a hold of this. And all in all, though, I think it made a pretty painting and pretty colors, and I hope you got something out of this, although it was maybe a little different than the other color swatching of this set, just because I know when I go down a rabbit hole looking for information on something, I look at a lot of different ways of doing it, and maybe this was a little different. Anyway, if you got anything out of this, it'd be great if you could hit the like button, and if you want to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified of any future videos, hit the cute little bell. I really appreciate each and every one of you that come to my channel. And if you want to help me, support me on this journey, you could buy me a cup of coffee. I am really trying to get my channel moving towards having a Patreon offered through this channel. I would really like to do that. That would be kind of cool. I could do a lot of fun stuff. So that is my goal for 2024, to get to a point where I could do that. And I really appreciate your being here. If you would like to check out my Etsy shop, I have prints of my artwork, and some original artwork and some cute little monsters and tins and all sorts of fun stuff for sale. And until next time, thanks for watching.